it's Gabrielle, and this video is a sample from Studyclix Boost, our new rapid revision tool. Go to studyclix.ie/boost to find out more.
Hey folks, it's Stephen here with Studyclix, and here we're going to have a wee chat about squares. Now we have the lovely four-sided shape here where all sides are the same length, and you can see that's indicated by the wee dashes on each side. That means all sides are the same. Now typically in a square, we're going to call the side length of it L, meaning L for length of the side of the square. Now look, I know you know for squares and rectangles we just use an area formula such as length times width, but this time I'm going to call it length times length because it's the same side. So we multiply the length of the square by the length of the square, and that is actually going to be shortened into L squared. I hope you'll agree with that. So to find the area of a square, the formula I'm going to be using will just be L squared, and you'll see that throughout this video. Next thing we're going to care about here is the perimeter of the square. So the perimeter is all the way around the outside of the square. So that's going to be L plus L plus L plus L. And I hope you'll see that that tidies up into 4L. So those two formulas are in our back pocket now. We're going to use the area of L squared and the perimeter of 4L throughout here. So here I have a handy wee question. Find the area and perimeter of the following square. So the square is of side length 8 centimeters. So let's get straight in. The area formula here is going to be L squared. So it's going to be the side length, which is 8, to be squared. And I hope you'll agree with me that that is 64. And I'm going centimeters squared for my units. Next on to the perimeter, and the perimeter formula here is 4 by L. So the perimeter is going to be 4 multiplied by 8, which I hope you'll agree is 32. And we're going centimeters for our perimeter. Nice and handy. Let's make this a little trickier. This time I'm told a square has an area of 25 units squared. Find its perimeter. So in order to find the perimeter of the square, I'm going to need to know what the side length of it is. So let me draw a wee diagram. So I don't know what the side length of this square is, but I do know its area. So let me start with that. I'm going to say that the area here equals 25. And how would they have calculated the area? Well, they would have used the L squared formula. And I'm going to say here that L squared has to equal 25. And now I'm going to solve for L by square rooting both sides. And when I do that, I'm going to work out that the length of the square here is 5. Now I have the length of the square, I can go work out the perimeter. So I told you above that the perimeter of a square is just going to be 4 multiplied by the length because of the 4 sides. And we're doing 4 multiplied by the length of 5 here to give 20. And I'm going 20 units as my answer here for the perimeter. So you can see in this question, we had to essentially work backwards. We were given the area, we found the length, and with the length, we could find the perimeter. Next up, in a similar fashion, I'm told the perimeter of a square is 120 centimeters. Find its area. Now, I know the perimeter is going to be 120. And in order to find the area, I need to know what the side length L is. So let's start off with the fact of the perimeter being 120 and try to link in a formula here. Now the perimeter of a square is just going to be 4 by its length. So here I'm going to let 4L equal 120. Then to solve for L, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And in doing that, I work out that the side length here is going to be 30 centimeters. Now I have the side length, I can go get the area. I know the area of a square is just going to be L squared. So the area here is going to be 30 squared. And when I throw that into my calculator, I get a lovely value of 900 and area is centimeters squared. So folks, that's all to do with squares. We know the area is L squared and the perimeter is 4L, and there's lots we can do with that. Now it's your turn to work on some of this. Pause the video here, try these questions out and check in with the solutions when they appear on screen. In question 1, it's plain sailing using our formulas. In question 2, here we're working backwards from the area to find the length, and with the side length of the square, we can then work out the perimeter. Don't forget your units. And in question 3, we worked backwards from the perimeter to find the length of the square, and then we found its area. Thanks for watching.